to whatever your noun is. So, alright, so number one, everybody say la familia. In English, what would we say that is? Family. So if you wanted to say my family, something, whatever it is. No, we're going to learn how to say my. Because what does moi mean? Me. So you don't say me family, you say my family, right? Is family masculine or feminine? Feminine. So guess what my has to be? Feminine. So there's multiple ways to say my. There's multiple ways to say your. We're not doing that today, but we are doing that with this set of vocab. You'll learn how to say my and your and his and her and our and all that kind of stuff. So when you say things, you may not always have a la in front of familia, but you're going to have something in front of familia. You can't just say the word family without something connected to it in front of it. And again, we'll talk more about some of that as we go. But to answer your actual question, do you have to put the family on vocab? No, you can just put family. The only time I make you put the versus like a or an is on that test where I'm testing to see if you know the difference between them. Alright, number two, everybody say l'enfant. What is that? Child. Okay. For whatever reason, this always freaks people out. How do you say children? Okay.
It's the same.
No, this is child, one. How do you make it children?
L-E-S.
Right. So in order to say, like, the child is a boy, is a girl, whatever, it's l'enfant, the child. But if you want to say the children are playing, jumping, swimming, whatever, you just make child plural the same way you do in English. Child is singular, children is plural. It's weird though because children doesn't follow the same, like, it's not normal in English, even though it is in French. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Yes. Same thing happens with, I know I'm skipping 3, look at 4. Everybody say le parent.
Le parent.
What does that mean? Parent. How do you make it plural? Les, add an S, les parents. It doesn't seem as weird because in English we just add an S to parents and it's plural. But with children you can't say childs. So we think it's more complicated than it is. Alright, number 3. Anybody want to try to say that?
Le bébé.
Le bébé.
Baby.
I got some right.
It's the accent marks. What have I told you about that accent mark?
But the only thing that matters, they make us sound the same. I don't know. They make
It's like
make
cafe.
you have to pronounce it.
It's like cafe. When you said only know cafe,
Right, so
what
that
can help you? Cafe has that accent mark and it makes the long accent.
A.
We're going to talk about all these when we get done with this. Alright, number 5. Everybody say les grands-parents.
Right?
Oh yes, 3 means baby. 3 means baby, 4 means parent.
Yes.
Now say les grands-parents.
Les grands-parents.
What's that?
Okay.
Grandparents. More than one. To make it be one grandparent, take away all the S's. That's all you do. Get rid of them all. Alright, 6. Alright, we're going to start kind of skipping around, and there's a reason. Okay. 6, everybody say la femme.
La femme.
Alright, 7, say l'homme.
L'homme.
And now say le mari.
Le mari.
Okay. Number 7, l'homme, what does that mean?
Man.
Man, okay. Le mari, what does that mean? Husband. 2 different words, right? Alright, la femme, it means woman and wife. It means both. And you do need to know that it means both. So if you are introducing someone, this is my wife, you are saying this is my woman at the same time. There's not a difference in the word woman versus wife.
This is my woman.
This is my woman. Yes. The same thing happens down here. Alright, skip to, alright, 11, everybody, how do you say this? Y'all know how to say 11. What does that mean?
The
Boy. Alright, skip down, 13, everybody say le fils.
The peace.
What does this mean? Son. Is it singular or plural?
Singular.
Singular. It ends in an S, but this means it's singular. Okay. So this is boy, this is son, right? Alright, everybody say la fille.
La fille.
What is that?
Girl.
is my daughter. This is my woman, this is my wife. So
Why?
woman, wife are the same word, girl and daughter are the same word. Why?
I just want to slap some people who make language. Like, walk up to them. When I die, I'm just going to go ahead and start
Who
slapping
invented
people.
this?
Who invented friends?
Just start a
Again, ultimately, the answer goes back to somebody did something in Latin. One day I'll research Latin more in my spare time that I don't have.
Yep.
And come up with an answer, a real answer. But for right now, I don't know.
I maybe graduated, but
Probably so. I'll probably be retired before I ever look at it. Alright, so, woman or wife, man, husband, right? Alright, so now, 9 and 10, we haven't said yet. How do you think you say number 9? Anybody wanna guess? Everybody say le père. Yeah, you don't say the last E. So this is le père. How do you say number 10? La mère. They rhyme. So what does père mean?
Father and dad.
Yep. What is mère? Yeah. You can put mother or mom, both. I mean, those are the same thing. All right. 14 is also pronounced similar. What is that? Le frère, which means brother. All right. You see the weird OE on number 15? Don't remember what it's called. I look it up every year and never remember. So if you want to look it up, have at it. Again, it goes back to Latin, and I know I say that a lot, but it does. I'm not counting off if you don't connect your O and your E. That's not that big of a deal. Everybody say la sœur. What is that? Sister. Callie, did you find it?
I don't trust Google Translate.
Oh,
You're
well,
supposed to be
Oh, I could
searching
probably
out what
type
it's
it.
called.
yeah. OE connected is called a grapheme, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, I don't know why I don't remember this. It's called a diphthong.
A what?
A diphthong.
oh, I think my sister said something.
Yeah, anyway, basically anymore in modern, like French, it really doesn't matter. It just has never been changed. So it's not a thing really. It has to do with, I think, in the South, how we like draw out words and make more syllables out of something than there actually are. I can't think of an example at the moment.
Draw.
Or hey. You're saying hey, but there's like 2 syllables in there, even though there's not really 2 syllables. The diphthong thing has to do with that. And again, I don't remember. It doesn't really matter anymore. That's what it is. Alright. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and number 5. What do they all have?
Friend.
What else? Well, not, they don't
Mayor.
all have grand actually, but
Mayor pair.
what else? In the way they are spelled, what do you
The
know?
little dash thing.
They all have a dash. So, and again, I don't really know what's going on with my formatting. On these, you must have the dash, or I'm counting part of your points off. Because les grands-parents with the dash means grandparents. Without the dash, it means either the tall parents or the great parents. Same thing over there. 16, everybody say le grand-père. What is it supposed to be?
Grandfather.
Grandfather. Otherwise, it could be the great father or the tall father. So the dash on these, it actually matters. The dash makes it something different. Same thing happens with some of the accent marks that we're going to talk about in a few minutes. Like, there is a reason that it's there and it has to be there. So, le grand-père means grandfather. What about 17? How do you say 17?
Look, grandmother.
Which means? Yeah, so la grand-mère means grandmother. Alright, the next 3 are not talking about grandparents anymore. What are they talking about?
Grandkids.
Yeah, grandkids. But they don't use the word grand anymore. What do they use? Petit. It literally means little. So number 18, everybody say le petit fils. With the dash, what does it mean?
Grandson.
Grandson instead of little son. So that's the reason for the dashes, okay? Alright, number 19, everybody say la petite fille.
La petite fille.
What is that?
Granddaughter.
Good. And the next one, everybody say les petits enfants.
Les petits enfants.
What is that?
Grandchildren.
And again, take off the S's and now you have grandchild instead of grandchildren. 21 is my favorite one to say out of all of these. Everybody say l'oncle.
Uncle.
Yeah. What is a l'oncle? Or an
Uncle.
An uncle. Yeah. All right, 22, everybody say la tante. What is that?
Aunt or uncle.
Aunt or aunt, however you say it. It's the person married to your uncle or your parent's sister.
8.
That person, yes.
Aunt.
However
I say
you
aunt.
say, however you
I
say
say
this word,
I say
It
aunt.
depends on who it is.
Eight.
Like if they are aunt
or
Aunt,
aunt, or
or
yeah.
ain't.
That
like,
is true. I understand that, and that again is part of our lovely Southern drawl.
Like you are like assigned an aunt, or ain't.
Depends on who you are.
All right, 23 and 24. What's the difference?
But it's masculine and feminine.
Right. So which one is masculine and which one is feminine?
The first one's masculine.
Okay. Anybody want to attempt to say those?
The cousin.
Quasi.
Oh.
Somebody always says that. You know what y'all just said?
Qua, we so cute.
Y'all said, yeah. Y'all all said la cuisine, which means kitchen or food.
Cousin.
Okay.
Oh.
So everybody say le cousin, le cousin, la cuisine. So I could say la cuisine at la cuisine, and that means the cousin is in the kitchen. So cuisine versus cuisine. Be careful talking about your cousins. You could be talking about the kitchen instead. And then you could also say faisons la cuisine. She's in the kitchen making food, like cooking. Yeah. All right, we're almost done with these. 25. Everybody say le neveu. What is that? Very good. Now it's not la niece. Everybody say la nièce. What is that? Niece. Okay. 27 and 28 are definitely part of your family. Everybody say le chien. What is that?
Dog.
The dog. Now say le chat. What is that?
Cat.
Cat. 29, avoir means to have, not to be. Just put to have. And we'll explain that more when we actually talk about the verb. And then the last one I think I told y'all means to be blank years old, right? Again, we'll talk more about that later too. Okay, so just have it on there for now. You are going to have a vocab test in a week, next Tuesday. Just vocab. You don't have to do anything with it, just vocab. 29 and 30 are not going to be on there. Okay.
You said the vocab test was what day?
Tuesday the 30th. 1 week.
I have a question. Is that like a tongue twister for French?
What? Uncle?
No, like the cuisine, cousin.
Kind of, I guess.
Like,
Yeah.
do they have?
They do have tongue twisters. There's one that we did when I was in college about a turkey. I don't really remember everything that it was, but I remember like we had to say them over and over again, and my jaw hurt from trying to say all of the different things.
I kind of figured there were because of, like, how many words
Okay, we got
sounds
time to
in
start.
one.
We've got time to start the accent marks, but we won't finish them. So, do y'all want a happy or a sad face or a mad face? Y'all want to be mad? We want to be angry. Okay, find a sheet of paper, or you can turn your vocab over if you want to do that. I know. I'm going to turn the video off, and I'll make a new video for this later. So if you're watching, goodbye.